Hey everybody, New Leaf here, and today we're here to finally make Comet Super Ice Cold Frozen Cocoa at last. If you remember, ponies, he said this in the show.
Our favorite flavors. Okay, let's see. We've got my personal favorite, super ice cold star.
Since it is his favorite, everybody, we gotta go out and make it, right? Maybe that's gonna make him come back from his 7-month hiatus. Either way, ponies, this is gonna be a rather difficult one. You're gonna have to cook and freeze things in this recipe. So if you want to learn how to make this cocoa, you're gonna have to go and follow this recipe pretty closely. We got pretty much perfection. I'd say not 100% replica, but pretty dang close, ponies. So let's go ahead and get started. So this adventure begins with milk, cream. I'm gonna start from the top. We have milk, cream in the yellow tin. We have cocoa powder. Then in the big box that says cocoa, we have additional dark cocoa powder. Then to the right, we have ice cream. We have a cup. We have regular milk chocolate. And to the left, we have pepper. We have cinnamon, and we have a special spice in that metal tin can. I don't know if it should reveal what it is. Seriously, it is actually salt, sugar, and a certain special cinnamon mixed in a certain ratio, ponies. It is one of my favorite spices. I don't know if you can buy that. Either way, ponies, let's go and assemble this. We're gonna have to sort this one, ponies. This is gonna be an operation. So those who've been following the channel knows everything begins with spice, and we have these 5 players. It begins with my special metal tin, and you see there this little brown mixture, and yeah, we're just gonna put some of this in here, and then we're gonna follow it up with a pinch of pepper, a pinch of the other cinnamon, and a bit of sugar, and then we're gonna go over to this special cocoa, which I'm gonna show just in a bit. Okay, so let's begin. And the last bit is a couple pinches of pepper. There we go. This is weird, but pepper is gonna have to be part of this. So we've done the sugar, we've done the special cinnamon, and we've gotten a good chunk of my special spice out. And now it is time for the main player of the spice, everybody. The big player that we're gonna be making for a very intense cocoa. Look at that. Oh, there you go. Ponies, look at the inside of this. Look at how dark this is. This is a very, very intense cocoa. Focus! But seriously, look at this. We're gonna mix this together, and this is gonna be the spice for this cocoa, every pony. So let me real quickly put this together, and then we're gonna move over to the actual cocoa section of this. And there we go. Look at this. This tastes quite intensely. It has a few pebbles, but those are gonna go away. So ponies, next up we're gonna go and take a look at this bowl. It's empty, and we're gonna fill it with the ingredients for our cocoa. And this is where things are gonna get a little bit interesting, because we have to make something that is freezable. So ponies, here we go over our chocolate section. We have 2 kinds of chocolate. We're gonna combine these. This is back because we're gonna use this to enhance the cocoa further, but we also have a regular yellow tin which has my cocoa powder. But we're gonna start with the chocolate and put 10 pieces in. I'm gonna take 7 or 8 pieces of this blue packet, and then these 3 which come from this side, everybody, from this blue side of this big bar. Yes, it's 2 bars in one. This is a very Leaf Logic kind of chocolate, ponies. Let's put them in, and then I'm gonna show you a little bit of a technique that's gonna help you to make your cocoa a little bit faster, every pony, because speed is key. So the technique requires this. I have a pokey stick, some could call it a knife, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna stab it, and what this does is it's gonna start making the bits smaller, and if you get smaller pieces, they're gonna melt a little bit quicker. We're gonna do this for every single one of them and crush them really tinily, and then we add the cocoa powder. And that puts us to this, and you see there's fillings, randomness, every pony, like we always do. Also randomly discovered a single piece of milk-filled chocolate, which was another weird thing, but it's in there as well. I'm not normal. This one, add a good amount, but not too much, because it's super strong. That's almost already much, but... And that main guest is this. See, this is a lighter powder, and it also has a little bit of sugar in it, so it's sweeter, and that helps you balance this out, every pony. It's gonna be real nice, but you want to have all those chocolate edges covered, every pony. You're gonna need a lot of powder. Now, ponies, here we are, and for those of you who are really sharp, you may have wondered, newly, if there was chocolate ice cream. Why isn't it going in yet? That is because there's going to be a cocoa part 2, but now we have to deal with this. The pot, which I still need to clean. But we're gonna put milk and cream, if I find those again, and then we're gonna start assembling like we usually do, but we're gonna have a different rule when cooking this cocoa. So ponies, in this I have put 1 cup of cream like this and 3 cups of milk that are the same size. So this is basically 1 part cream, 3 parts milk, so you can make as much of this as you need. But let's put this 3rd cup in. And ponies, the rule that I told you the last time was that we can't go too hot, otherwise they're gonna have skin, but we don't want to go too low either because otherwise the chocolate won't melt. This time, go very hot. We want the skin on the milk to form this time. We're gonna use this to try and create a frozen cocoa, every pony. This is pretty sciencey, isn't it? Whoever knew cocoa could be its own damn science. Either way, I'm gonna let this sit on at least one. Hotter than I've usually made cocoa before. Let's see how this is gonna turn out, but I think I'm on the right track. Cocoa is gonna be done Comet's favorite way. While this is happening, the second rule, we're only gonna be putting this in and then melting it, but then once it is integrated into here, we're gonna start cooling this down, and once it has reached room temperature, then we are gonna incorporate the spice mix, every pony, together with the chocolate ice cream. Yeah, ponies, we're essentially gonna have to go from really hot to really cold, every pony, and hopefully that is gonna put us right on Comet's radar. Ponies, you see the skin? This is what we want. On any other cocoa, I would say to not make this happen, but because it's Comet's frozen cocoa, it's what's gonna have to happen. But what has to happen too is this cocoa. Gotta go in. Okay, let's make it go in slowly. So ponies, you know the drill. We're gonna wait till this is all melted. And we're gonna use a little special technique, every pony, to make sure this happens a little bit quickly. Now, how to make it melt even quicker is to use a ladle to just push everything down repeatedly. You keep doing that and you'll have this done in no time. I'm gonna do this with all of it, have it melt, and then see you once we're on the other side of everything having melted. That means the chocolate has to melt, the cocoa has to dissolve, all of that has to become liquid. We need a liquid at the end of this. A liquid with a solid firm surface, or close to being a solid firm surface, like we've seen it with the milk, every pony. Hold. Ponies, and if you didn't believe that the milk skin made a difference, look at this already. This is a much lighter cocoa than you're used to, every pony, and we want this to happen. And here we go. There was a little bit of residue from the bowl that I put in, but look at how light this is compared to usual cocoa, and we're almost done. Everything has melted. And this is the point where we're gonna turn off the stove because everything is melting, and this is gonna give us a time to put in the spice. So here goes, we're gonna turn off the stove. This is where we're gonna start going in the other direction of cooling this down. The one thing I'm gonna do a bit early now is to make sure that all of the cocoa, including the one from the spice, has melted. I'm actually gonna put in the spice right now. Look at this, ponies. Oh, focus you, this is important. There we go, look at this. Look at this beauty. Wonderful. So this is our lovely spice mixture. This is gonna dissolve. The cocoa is still hot, and by the time this is dissolved, we should be back to room temperature cocoa. And then we're gonna go the other way, ponies. We're gonna start freezing this one. And ponies, we still haven't used the chocolate ice cream, by the way. That is still gonna happen, ponies. So the cooling process. Let's begin this by simply taking this off of the stove and putting it onto this other plate, which hasn't been used yet. So this is gonna make sure that we get down cold pretty quickly. But I want this to cool down slowly. Don't put this in the refrigerator or anything. Just let it slowly come back down to room temperature. Don't rush this one, ponies. And we've arrived at room temperature. Even the hot plates are gone. And we're gonna cool this down even further because now it's time for the ice cream to shine. I'm gonna take 2 really, really big scoops and put them in here, and then we're gonna use this to start cooling this down, but also this has a bunch of additional cocoa in it, and we're gonna make use of this to help us make the frozen top that Comet has. We're gonna try and do something with this. And it's all going to be about how we pour this, every pony. This is what it's going to come down to, every pony. So let me begin by putting in this ice cream, and then we're going to do the maple syrup. So the ice cream is in, but the maple syrup will go last. But what happens first is we're going to actually pour them. Yes, we're going to pour the cocoa into the cups, and then refrigerate them again and wait for the skin to form, every pony. When the skin forms, we put the maple syrup on it, and then we freeze it. That's gonna give us a frozen top and a cold, drinkable cocoa, every pony. I seriously hope this works. Well, every pony, so you see the skin is starting to form. It's not there yet. We're gonna wait a little more, but what we're gonna do then is when the skin is there, is we're gonna put this into the freezer for humans, but a unicorn can just go and do frosty shivers, every pony. And there we go. Look at this. Can you see how frozen this is? You give this a little... Yeah, look at this. This is almost sort of slushy, but also a little bit frozen on the surface as well. So this is still barely drinkable, I believe, but we're about to find out. This is gonna be the craziest thing I've ever drank. Like, this is literally a slushy. But before we taste test this, of course, every drink needs a good garnish. You know what the good garnish for this is. I don't even have to say that one. And you know the perfect garnish is this cookie right here. Also, where did that plate come from? Either way, ponies, taste test it is. What have we just done? All right, let's see if Comet was onto something the whole time. I don't know if you ponies can tell it, but there's actually cocoa underneath this frozen little plate. This is actually really, really good, ponies. Look at this. I think this is going to start going down, like this plate of frozen cocoa slush is going to go down as you drink more cocoa. You can see it's starting to sort of like come out on the sides. The cocoa's hiding underneath. This is... You know, sure, we don't have like this massive frozen block of ice on top, but considering what we had to work with, I think this is a success. We got pretty dang close to the actual thing. Oh my gosh, ponies, I need more of this. This actually tasted good. Of course, all the spices, the cinnamon, the pepper especially, you can taste that. It is very spicy, very cold. It is a lot of things. I'm going for another slip, ponies. Yeah, look at this. This is pretty good, every pony. But you know, this is how you do things. You try things and then you succeed at things. That's how it goes, ponies. Alright, let's hit the outro with this crazy thing. Comet, you are a genius and handsome. I mean, wait, whoa. Okay, ponies, just so you see what I'm talking about, the more you drink, the more the cocoa starts coming out underneath this. I say this is a qualified success, every pony, no doubt. But ponies, look at what happens as you like drink this. You have the ice slowly melting and becoming almost like a slushy. You can spoon it, ponies. Look at this. You can spoon some of this and it's literally crunchy. Listen to this crunch, ponies. Yeah. Yep, ponies, this is literally the ice crystals in your mouth. This is great, and it doesn't taste like watered down or anything. It tastes like strong cocoa chocolate flavor. This is pretty freaking amazing. I'm pretty sure you can perfect this even more, but this already feels like perfect, every pony. Only thing better is Comet being right here, every pony. And here we are. What an interesting cocoa, every pony. It tastes so intense. I don't know if the cold makes this taste even more chocolatey, but it is really, really amazing. Great for these times. Super spicy. But this begs the question, what do we do next? I think we've conquered all of Comet's cocos, some of Sunny's smoothies, but I was going to do more smoothies, but unfortunately my smoothie machine broke, so we're going to have to get a new one. But there's some other things we could try cooking, every pony. You know, there's always some pastries we could do. There's always the talk of cake in the show, so maybe Pony gonna bake. Who knows? Either way, ponies, I suppose with that, I thank all you lovely ponies so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. And remember, ponies, try things, and you will find things just like this Coco. Seriously. Also, you want to see more videos like this? Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Be notified whenever there's a new video and this new stuff for every single day. Clinic Pony tells you. Oh, I miss Comet, everybody. He's just such a thing that completes me.